Hey everybody, welcome back to Slasher Media, the YouTube channel where we talk horror and nothing but horror. How is everybody doing? Hope it's doing well. And today, guys, I'll be bringing you another movie review. And today, I'll be reviewing Scream 3. Directed again by Wes Craven. This movie was released February 4th, 2000. And in the UK, it was released April 28th, 2000 in the UK. But without further ado, let's get into a review and see what I think about Scream 3. The movie opens with a sky shot of the Hollywood sign and traffic jam. This is where we meet returning Cotton Weary, played by Liev Schreiber, as he is on the phone.
Nationally syndicated talk show to do a cameo in some cheap slasher flick. I mean, why can't these guys write me a fucking decent part, you know? I live for the fucking thing. By the way, you talked to Kathy.
Cotton is now the host of his own TV talk show and is also making a cameo in the new Stab movie. He is on the phone when he gets another call from a woman. As the convo goes on, the caller is revealed to be the killer.
Why don't you tell me who you are?
You're a naughty boy, Cotton. Now, what would your girlfriend say?
What makes you think I have a girlfriend?
I know you do.
The killer threatens Cotton's girlfriend as he tries to get through traffic. His girlfriend Christine, played by Kelly Ruthford, is walking through their home when the killer attacks her and uses a voice changer that makes the killer sound like Cotton, which is interesting because that's not how voice changers work, really. But it is what it is. When Cotton shows up at the house, the killer does attack them. Christine is killed and the killer gets their hands on Cotton.
It was a simple game, Cotton. You should have told me where Sydney was. Now, you lose.
After the title card, this is where we meet Sydney Prescott, played by Neve Campbell, who is working from home as a woman's crisis counsellor using a fake name. We then end up in a lecture hall as Gail Weathers, played by Courtney Cox, as she is talking to them about journalism. She is told that someone is there to talk to her, and he is with the police. This is where we meet Mark Kincaid, played by Patrick Dempsey. He tells Gail about Cotton being murdered, and that the killer left something at the scene.
This was left in Cotton Weary's body. You have any idea who the girl might be?
Oh my god. This is Maureen Prescott. This is Sydney Prescott's mom.
Sydney is also shown watching TV, learning of Cotton's death. We end up on set of Stab 3 where we meet Roman Bridger, played by Scott Foley, and John Milton, played by Lance Henriksen. We also meet Kincaid's partner, Wallace, played by Josh Pears. We then meet some of the cast of Stab 3, Tyson Fox, played by Dion Richmond, Sarah Darling, played by Jenna McCarthy-Wahlberg, Tom Prince, played by Matt Keeler, and Angelina Tyler, played by Emily Mortimer. After this, Gail shows up on set as we meet the woman playing Gail in Stab 3, Jennifer Jolie, played by Parker Posey. Behind her is her bodyguard, Stephen Stone, played by Patrick Warburton. As Gail and Jennifer talk, this is where we meet returning Dewey Riley, played by David Arquette, who works close with Jennifer, and also is an advisor for the movie as well.
Lost and lonely what?
You heard me. Thanks, Dewey. I return it.
Lost and lonely what?
Little girl inside.
Back at Sydney's home, she is having a nightmare. Back at the backlot, Sarah arrives as she does run into Tyson. She ends up in Roman's office as she is on the phone with them, but then it's revealed to be the killer, as she hides herself away, but is killed by the killer. Later on, Sydney is called and the caller sounds like her mother, but is revealed to be the killer.
Just one question. Do you think it's over, Sydney? Do you?
Back at Jennifer's home, the cast are talking. Gail also arrives as her and Dewey talk that the pictures that the killer left are of Sydney's mother at certain points in her life, but no one has any information on her life during that time, and that she left Woodsboro and no one knew where she went. Inside Dewey's caravan that he lives in outside the house, Stephen is stabbed by the killer after a phone call with who thinks is Dewey, and the group sees Stephen walk towards them before dying. The fax machine goes off as they read it.
Mary Jennifer's house, living room night, the script page. Oh, what's it say? With the bodyguard stabbed to death, the 5 stand trapped.
He's rewriting the movie.
As the killer waits outside, suddenly the fax machine.
Once they are outside, another fax comes through, and Tom goes in to read it when... At the bottom of the house, the killer does attack, but does disappear. The next day, Sydney does show up at the police station.
I want to make sure you're okay. Sid.
And she meets Kincaid as Sydney sees the photo of her mother on the caseboard.
Here, you're in my office, Riley. The killer leaves a photograph.
Back at the studio backlot where we meet Martha Meeks, Randy Meeks' sister, played by Heather Matarazzo, as she has a video for them to watch, as it's a video of Randy himself, again played by Jamie Kennedy.
Here are some super trilogy rules. 1, you got a killer who's going to be superhuman. Stabbing him won't work, shooting him won't work. Basically, in the third one, you got to cryogenically freeze his...
After this, Gail and Jennifer go to the studio records room where we meet the woman who works there, played by none other than Carrie Fisher. This is where we find out Maureen went by a different name when she went to Hollywood.
Rena Reynolds. Stage name.
You should talk, Judy Jurgenstern.
Sydney ends up on the set of Stab. She ends up in a recreation of her home, but the killer shows up. Later, in John's office, Dewey, Gail and Jennifer walk in as Roman is there too. Roman leaves as the group have a talk to John about the things he did.
Remember, she was a bit player in a couple of my movies. A nobody. So what does it matter?
Oh, come on. You have made millions off the story of her murder.
Sydney and Kincaid have a talk.
Tend to put me on the ones that deal with the business. I grew up here, and I know my way around the studios.
Must be exciting, beautiful place. Beautiful.
That's when Gail and Jennifer and Dewey show up at John Milton's home for Roman's birthday.
Mansion? Have you ever actually seen the Stab movies? Every time this dude enters a room, he ends up a goddamn shish kebab.
I'll go with you, Roman.
Here you go. You guys want to come?
Gail later finds Roman's body, which will be important later. This is also where we see Angelina's death. And also, as Dewey and Gail enter a bedroom, this happens. Back at the police station, Sydney is alone as she gets a phone call from the killer.
Who is this?
The question isn't who I am. The question is, who's with me?
Sydney shows up at the house, but the killer rings her to make sure she doesn't have any weapons, which she does. When she enters, she finds Gail and Dewey tied up when the killer shows up, but Sydney had another gun hidden, shooting the killer. Kincaid does show up, but obviously the killer isn't dead, and attacks again. Sydney and the killer end up alone in a screen room where we learn from the killer that Maureen went to Hollywood and starred in John Milton's movies. She was used and well left behind.
She shut me out in the cold forever. Her own son.
Roman Bridges, Sydney's brother. Maureen left him so she would forget her life in Hollywood and went back to Woodsboro and got married, becoming Maureen Prescott, until Roman used Billy and Stu to kill her. Dewey helps Gale and Roman brings out John, which, well...
Final cut!
I already have it.
God! Spineless bastard!
No, Sid, that would be you.
That's when Sidney and Roman end up in a struggle. After a long fight, Sidney gets one up on Roman as he seems to die. But as Sidney stands up, he attacks one more time, as Dewey shoots him constantly in the chest.
Wasn't superhuman at all.
We end up with Gale and Dewey as he asks Gale to sign his book that she wrote, but inside is an engagement ring. As Sidney enters the home, Kincaid tells her they are about to watch a movie.
Let's start a movie.
What kind of movie?
You have to come and see.
With this, the movie comes to an end. So this movie isn't my favourite in the franchise, but it's not the worst either. The movie does have some good kill scenes, and we get to be on set for one of the Stab movies. Roman being a solo killer would have worked if the movie didn't seem as if he did have a partner, which, to be honest, I think was the original idea, but was changed for some reason. I love Kincaid, and I wish he and Sidney ended up together, but it's not a big deal. Overall, this movie is a fun addition to the Scream franchise, and Gale and Dewey giving their relationship a chance at the end is a good ending to end on. This movie also ends the Maureen Prescott story, which then leads to another generation of killers with the fourth movie, and onwards. I will be giving Scream 3 a 7.5 out of 10. It's a good movie, a good addition to the franchise, but it isn't the best in the franchise, but it's still a good addition nonetheless. So yeah, I hope everybody did enjoy today's movie review. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Let me know in the comments what you think of Scream 3. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Or whatever. Let me know in the comments. If you have any ideas on how I can improve my movie reviewing, you know, let me know. I'm like still fairly new to this like way of doing it, because I changed how I do reviews. So even though I've done a few of these, I'm still like getting my head around how to do it. But let me know in the comments. Other than that, guys, hope you did enjoy, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Remember, keep on slashing, keep watching horror, and I'll see you horror fans later. Bye for now.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Have you checked the children?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?